to our audience of Métal Zone radio show on Oxygène Radio. We are in Nantes at the warehouse for a fantastic bill because Pain is playing and Room is playing. We've got a band coming from Japan, first band opening, Rujin, I don't know what to say exactly. And we are with ELEINE from Sweden. We got two members, Madeleine and Rikard. Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. We had a great show, so it feels good.
Doing very well, thank you. Coming right out of the shower. So, yeah.
So just time to relax now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the band ELEINE exists since 2014. Could you please tell us a little bit about the formation of the band, brief history, the beginnings, and also the evolution of the band?
Oh, wow. It started with Rikard and myself, and we formed ELEINE, and ever since, we knew what we wanted, and we have been fighting continuously through the years, and everything went so well, and then the pandemic hit, but it actually didn't stop us. We saw a window of opportunity and released our third album anyway, called Dancing in Hell, and it was actually one of the best decisions we've made, actually, because it really took us to that next level that we wanted. And now we're here. We have just released our fourth album, We Shall Remain, and we're very happy. Like this tour here right now, great bands, great vibe in general. So yeah, we're here. Now I covered all of it. I'm sorry.
Perfect. I don't need to add.
Nothing to...
No, perfect.
Okay, perfect. You were talking, Madeleine, about the fourth album, We Shall Remain, that you release on July? Yeah, on July 14th, through Atomic Fire Records, a big German label. Can you tell us more about the way you approach this new album, its composition process, of course, etc.?
We always go with what feels right to us. That is always the approach. And what came, the evolution you hear within the music just came very, very naturally. And that is the boring answer we have. We only do what feels right to us.
Okay. And how did you work together, of course? Yeah. Okay. Maybe, Madeleine, you are doing more lyrics or not?
I would say we do like 50-50, but Rikard, he's more responsible of the actual music, especially the orchestral arrangements. I love to hear his ideas, and I'm like, I like this, I don't like this. But it is really great teamwork. Yeah. So we share the workload for sure. I cover up on other things, and you carry others, and it is a great teamwork for sure.
Very democratic.
It is the truth. That is the thing. I got nothing to hide.
Okay, so as I say, you sign on Atomic Fire Records. Can you tell us more about this signing, a label with international reputation, and what do you expect from them?
It's more what do they expect from us, I believe. Really, it is also there. Great teamwork so far, and we really, really feel at home at Atomic Fire Records.
We did release an acoustic spin-off EP last year. That's why we were here last year. Yeah. We were happy to be back, of course. And so far, it truly is really good. We, as you said, we have a great teamwork with everyone we're working with at Atomic Fire. And we're very happy how it came to be, really. We've been staying in touch for years. And now when they wanted to create their own record label, it just felt right. So... as you said, we do what feels right, and we went with our gut feeling, and so far so good.
Okay, cool. About the album cover art, did you have more than one version on mind, or did the artwork immediately come together in your thoughts when it was created?
It was actually on point from the very start. When we started to think about it, I just saw this in front of me, and we chose to work with Nestor Avalos once again, as we've done for a couple of albums and EPs now. But it is because it has been just on point every time. Like, I explain the thought. I show him my horrible mock-ups. I can't draw for shit. Oh, I'm sorry, but still, I just can't. I do this horrible mock-up, explain the thought and why we have the details, and he just gets it. So let's see what happens in the future, but I'm so happy about how it turned out. There's so many things on the artwork that explains what the album is all about. So, yeah.
And the artwork you do yourself, or is it an artist that do the artwork?
It is a collaboration. So it really starts with, usually I have an idea and I do my horrible drawing or a Photoshop mock-up, present it to him, he sends a draft, and then we go back and forth, really. So we have a great collaboration with Nestor Avalos, for sure. Cool.
About the lyrics on this album, what are the lyrical themes you are talking about on We Shall Remain? Is there a common thread on it, or not at all?
With our lyrics, we always come down to empowerment and also talk about struggles that have been, struggles that are going on, because everyone has their own struggle, regardless of what that is. You can never compete in what is rough for one another. You know, it's impossible. And the lyrics really dive into depression, dive into life issues and struggles, but also perseverance and remembering past struggles. Because if you forget what you've been through, you really haven't learned anything. You just buried it. And my friend, it will come back.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good message. Cool. Now, would you tell us something about your influences? Was there any particular band or artist responsible for your undertaking the musical path?
Oh, really? I cannot pinpoint a band because I don't have that kind of influences. I just listen to whatever feels right. In general, to me, it has always been like black and death metal. So that is where my influences come from, combined with movie scores, like movie soundtracks and so on. So that is an interesting combination, but that is really what my influences are, basically.
And for you, Rikard?
Pretty much the same, like life in general, what we've been through, what we see, and sure, movie scores and music within video games, but also you're like helping me out in video games, Rikard, video games. Yeah, both the scenery and the music within, but actually also Madeleine, you actually inspire me for when writing music, and yeah, life in general, man.
Okay, are you still doing a living of the band or not at all?
A living of the band?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're doing this full time for sure. Yeah, we work very hard. We have our Patreon, for an example. Without our patrons, not much would be possible because, I mean, they help us provide to have a place where we can rehearse. We have a warehouse for our merchandise web shop. I've been building it up for years now, and we work very hard on it. We have our streaming studios because both Rikard and I, also, both Philip and Jesper, we stream on Twitch every week. So really it all comes together. It's not only the live shows. We really have this entire lifestyle of how we do this, you know. And we love it. It is hard work. It is really hard work, by the way. But it is it's very rewarding. It truly is.
Nowadays, social networks are very important for a band, for the promotion with digital platforms and Facebook, etc., etc. What do you think is the best way for a band nowadays to promote its work?
This is actually something that we have been discussing lately, and it really came to my mind that I feel that relying your entire career, like your entire band, on social medias, when it's so many trends, I honestly think that is very, I don't like to say stupid, I just think that it's not the way to go. Of course, we promote on social medias, people are hanging out on social medias, but truly, we like to promote that if you want to have the latest news about ELEINE, go to ELEINE.com, sign up for newsletters. It is the old school style in a way, but that will never die. You know, people get tired of Facebook. I mean, I hear it everywhere, like, Facebook, blah, you know, that. Well, yeah, and you can actually see it. The interaction and, you know, people being there. Not as much as Instagram, TikTok, whatever everything's called. So actually, the old school way, it never dies. Newsletters from the official website. I truly recommend it. We all do.
Okay, so go to the website and enter your email and you will receive all the news of ELEINE. Yeah. So getting back now to your childhood, you are not old, but to when you were young, more young, in which musical environment did you grow up, and do you remember the first piece of music you've heard? Record?
I for sure don't remember the first piece of music I heard. I grew up listening to 50s and 60s music, and it's so embedded within my experience within music. So Madeleine and I, we have before done covers, and like music from the 50s and 60s, they just like rip. They're there. I know the feeling. It's good. It's there. It feels comfortable to me also. But yeah, 50s and 60s. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a home with a dad that is a musician. So, I mean, I heard him rehearse, all the hits from the 70s and 80s and so on. But my strongest memory, actually, from the first piece that I heard, I think I was like 3. I have memories from when I was like 1 and 2 years old. I remember I loved like clicking on all the buttons on Dad's stereo, click, 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 like that. Yeah, there were so many buttons, and I loved it. And then a song came on. It was Queen. Yes, and I don't remember exactly the first song what it was, but the second I do remember, it was actually the song, it's Freddie Mercury's solo songs that was released after his death. I mean, I believe this was like a year after he passed, and I heard it and I was like, wow. Do you remember which song it is?
Sadly do not.
Right now, I have like a brain fart completely. I will remember it later on, but I remember that Queen. It really hit hard. Yeah, and and then I saw the live performances on the VHS, back in the good old days, and it blew me away how passionate he was as a performer. And I was like, yeah, I don't care, how good technically I am. It is, of course, great, you can work with your instrument. But if I don't feel it like I did when I saw him, then I won't go on stage.
Great performer, yeah, great performer. How do you see the evolution of metal music in the future?
That is a big question. Yes, I know. I have no idea. I just hope that more bands actually go with what feels right to them, that they actually listen to what do I want, not like, how do we get famous, Yes. Of course, like, when we started this, we really just wanted to be able to do this for a living, have fun, create music that maybe actually can change lives, and now it's happening, and we're very grateful for that. But I would never start a band to just become famous. That is like an extra thing. I'm pretty shy. I actually don't like to be around people in general. I love to be surrounded by fans. That's it, Yeah. But do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I kind of do. Like, how do we see the evolution of metal? I have no idea. No idea. But what I don't want to see is what Madeleine said earlier with people going with trends on social media. Because I feel that if you follow trends always, you will never find your own trend. Yeah. Your voice, yes. The thing that you do that people will follow. If you just follow others, that is what you will do. You will never lead. You will never evolve.
It is like, it's almost like you actually don't get your own personality as a band. Yeah, right? I mean, we have kind of created our own. It just happened, really. It is our fans that kind of informed us. And that is the empowerment thing. It became our thing, like fighting and going through things and raise yourself up, stand up again, and let's continue as a unity. It really became our thing. It comes so naturally to us, but we didn't have it in mind from the start. And that is why I'm very grateful we actually stood by what we promised each other, like we're going to do what feels right. That's just how it is.
Believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams. Okay.
Unless they're shit.
Let's. That's right. Correct answer. Okay, so you are on tour with, as I said at the beginning, with Spain, with Ensiferum, and with Ryujin. What is the future for the band after this tour?
For ELEINE?
Yeah, for ELEINE.
Oh.
For you personally?
Well, I am in the band, so. You got a good answer?
No, for sure. I mean, we have a new album out, we shall remain. So right now we're working on hopefully a headliner tour for next year. So we keep our fingers crossed, everything falls to place. So yeah, that would be great. That is like the most specific plans I can share right now.
Good things are coming for this tour. So yeah, don't forget to buy this album. We shall remain, the fourth album from ELEINE. Go to the shows, buy CDs, merchandising. It's important for the band nowadays. Thank you very much. Did you have a word for the end, something to add for our audience and for your French fans?
Oh, we are so happy to be back in France. These two shows have been massively awesome. And to every fan, wherever you come from, thank you so very much for what you do. Just by streaming our music for free or being on the Patreon, everything you do helps out, and we see it, we feel it, and we get empowered of what you do. So thank you very much.
No, actually not. That was like a one take, Tom. I love it. Thank you, Rikard.
Okay, thank you very much. This was Rikard and Madeleine from ELEINE, from Sweden. So, as I say, go to the social network, to the band website. Wish you a lot of good things for the band, of course, for you, for your family. Take care, have fun, and as I said always at the end of the interview, don't forget to laugh. It's important to laugh every day. Thank you very fucking much. Bye-bye.